Hello, what's up everybody? It's Papa Bale. Welcome to the channel. Alright, so we're going to put 18 volts in and we're going to reset our meters. We're using this rotor. And we're just going to get some readings on our loop. Oh, let me do this first. We're going to close it. Because I took a pulse motor out of the operation here. There's that nice coil. And just make sure we're looped up here. No, actually, now we're good. Actually, now we're good. Haha. And let's see if we're good. Alright, I'm going to turn these on. And we'll test out a few other things like frequency, capacitance. We'll look at the sine wave, and that's kind of what I want you to see. This is really a negative based system, pretty much altogether. So that's our loop, pretty much. Alright, we need to get this going. Stabilize things. Once it passes the reed switch over here, it'll get going pretty quick at 18 volts. But with that running, look at how unstable that is at slow speeds. Okay, with that pulse motor moving slowly, we got huge fluctuations. Alright, let's take a look at the sine wave. Look at that. And if that other pulse motor was on here, we could get some really nice readings, because then you get positive spikes too. And that's awesome. Look at that. That is a one-sided wave right there. And in my mind, it isn't broken, okay? It's just different. .700 RPMs. That's about what that one goes without the top stabilization. Now, I was, how do I stabilize it? I heard C-clamp with a bearing. Okay, man, that's a great idea, and I've thought about that before, but where am I going to get a clamp that size? There's nothing up here. I can't, do it to the ceiling. That's got to... we need something more practical than that. But that C-clamp is a good idea. It's just, where do I get one that size? Just bolt it down on either side. And have it doesn't need a bearing really, it just needs a hole. But a bearing, because the shaft is stable. The shaft is not moving. Alright, so now look at that stabilizing. It's stabilized pretty much. And we got our pulse motors now moving quite a bit of speed. You can go faster than that though. And every time a magnet passes, we get like a, I don't even know, man, but you can tell that it's linked to something that's pulsing. Now I'm absolutely positive that if I hooked this up to one coil, and only one coil was hooked up, that we would get a pretty wave, man. We'd get a pretty wave and it would probably be generating a lot. But what coil would we use to hook up, I mean, you got the bifilar, you got my experiments here, 10 file coils. I haven't really got a bifilar coil that worked that well though, honestly. I don't know what the deal is. And you know why 700 RPMs is okay? Because this is all I'm doing with it. This is it. That's what I'm doing with it right now. So it's okay for right now. And we're just talking about top stabilization. You really can't go any faster than we're going right now without it. With this rotor. Now I have the white rotor, and it's over there, and it'll move gracefully up to 1500, 1200 RPMs. But you still need top stabilization with these things. And I'm wondering, if I go all out, should I just redo the whole thing? Bass and everything. Let's get a look at wow, man, that sucks. Alright, here we go. 1.8K. Holy smoke, dude. And that's in the negative. Okay, go now. Wow, that's freaking moving. I want to get a quick reading over there. Because if we're going at least 200, that would be great. $167.2. And I got room for one more coil just to be on set. This coil right here has got 18,000 turns of 32 in it, and I know I can fit 20,000, so that's what I'm going to do. If I have 20,000 turns left on my spool, I'm going to make another coil just like that one. And I might revamp this whole thing and do a standard 120 degree instead of bing bang boom. We'll go bing bang boom like that. That should balance it out a little bit. But yeah, man, adding this coil drastically improved this right here, the speed of this. Yeah, no. Yeah, so that's moving right along, All right. We are 18 volts in, and we're drawing current. I'm thinking that's because of my magnets and how powerful they are. They are very large. And I have large magnets to make stuff like that happen. I don't know. It's because my what I have, the way it's built. I had to do what I could do to make it work. But yeah, it should be fun. Um, I'll have to draw a picture or two. Oh, oh man! You see, now if you do it with a battery, you can just put the battery right on the rotor. You gotta affix the battery directly to the rotor, and you gotta put all the circuitry, everything basically that you need, on the rotor itself. But still, if you want it to be on the same shaft and go different directions, you need a shaft that moves in opposite directions. Pretty simple to me. Virtually, if you need it, you need it. Even if it seems impossible to make it, you gotta come up with something. And I'm talking about a shaft that moves in either direction and has the capability of, guiding or housing wire inside of it. 208.3. This will continue to gain speed, I guess. That's awesome. So let's get a quick overview of the readings again. We're generating about 280 volts. That's our sine wave, which is pretty one-sided. That's our current. Resistance is not going to work because it's on. Capacitance 67 NF for the whole thing. Alright, that's our capacitance. And I'm going to shut it down and we're going to see what happens to that. See, as the rotor spins, it uses that capacitance. And I don't know exactly how it works, but as you turn it off, 540 is the biggest one I've seen. And I think that's fluxing because it's linked to the other pulse motor. Let me stop that one. So I guess it's got to be going slow or something. You saw that, it was like up at 600 or whatever. Alright, so let's stop this one and spin the other one. See what happens. Because that was interesting. Here we go. That should trigger the switch. Nah, it's gone. I don't get that. All right, well, in between 500 and 0, something like that. Frequency. I'm wagering it's going to be right around 100, maybe. That's sweet, man. More than 100. You're going to get 111, 111. Boom. Look at that. Wow. So that's pretty sweet. You get about 111 frequency. All right, well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out. Have a good night. Please subscribe. Hit the join button. Check out what's up in the membership. Peace out.